Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Dwayne. I got a video for that. Kimball, United States Army veteran and retired VA rating specialist. The VA warns Congress that benefits payments are at risk due to projected 15 billion budget shortfall. Yes, B with a billion. I'm going to take you out to military.com. They shared an article and I'm going to try to make some sense of this. Make sure you stick around. Okay, so the VA warns Congress at risk due to projected 15 billion budget shortfall. Yes, B with a billions. Military.com broke it down to an article. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right. So this is an article from military.com. All right. I tried to find some really detailed information on the VA's website, but I couldn't. All right. So sorry about that. I had to adjust my screen right quick. But it says VA warns Congress that benefits payments are at risk due to projected 15 billion budget shortfall. Okay. So I saw this a couple of weeks ago, but I want to just kind of go through it and get some more information on it. All right. But states the Department of Veterans Affairs expects to be nearly 15 billion short of what it needs to pay benefits and healthcare, just not benefits, but healthcare this year and next, in part because more veterans are using VA services than expected, officials told Congress this week. Now, this is crazy. Now, we all know the fiscal year for the VA is 1 October, so it's coming up. And don't forget, we got an election year, so I'm pretty sure who's ever running for president, they are going to be running on this or talking about it, or they should. All right. But if they're not, I wonder why. All right. So it states an increase in benefit claims driven by the PACT Act. I don't know. I'm not in full agreement with that. But if you are, leave me a comment and let me know if you think that is one of the driving factors, a main driving factors. I think it is a driving factor, but not a main one. Could leave VA benefits accounts 2.9 billion short this year. Meanwhile, healthcare accounts could be nearly 12 billion short next year because of higher than expected staffing and prescription drug costs, among other factors. All right. So in a statement Thursday morning, the VA said it is working with the White House and Congress to address the budget shortfalls in a way that doesn't harm veterans. Now, when I used to work for the VA, I heard some chitter chatter about this before, but it always got worked out. You know, Democrats, Republicans, they came together in Congress, got things done. All right. Then it goes on to say right now, due to large part, I highlight this, part to the historic PACT Act, VA is delivering more care and more benefits to more veterans than ever before. VA's press secretary, Terrence Haynes, said in a statement about the budget shortfall. Okay. These results are life-changing for veterans. They are. The families, caregivers, and survivors, and VA will continue to push to make sure that they get the care and benefits they deserve. Okay. Keep pushing. All right. So just going through this, I'm not going to go through all of this. Okay. But here it says, Bose demanded McDonough answer questions about the shortfall by July 26 and raised the specter of a subpoena if he does not comply. Okay. So McDonough is the VA secretary. All right. And he's always in front of Congress testifying on this or that. Okay, so it says for this year, the VA had expected to spend about 193 billion on benefits payments for veterans. Okay, so think about that, 193 billion. Let me know in the comment section, what is the price for freedom? Can you put a price on it? All right, let me know what you think about that in the comment section. Okay. So then it says, in addition to an increase in disability benefit claims because of the PACT Act, Officials expect an uptick in GI Bill payments because of the Supreme Court ruling in April that allows veterans to collect expanded education benefits. Payouts for post 9/11 GI benefits have already exceeded projections for this year to date. Wow. Okay. Says meanwhile in March the VA requested nearly 370 billion for fiscal 2025. Okay. So, and they're talking about some huge numbers. It's not even millions, it's billions and not low billions. Okay. The budget request anticipated that there would be a staffing cut of about 10,000 employees in the Veterans Health Administration. Now, that's key. They didn't say Veterans Benefit Administration where compensation falls. Those employees getting cut. Veterans Health Administration. Now, if you know anything about the VA, VHA has more employees than VBA, Veterans Benefit Administration. Think of all the outpatient clinics. Think of all of the VA Medical Center. All these are VA Health Administration employees, okay? There's a lot, all right? Pharmacy and prosthetic costs for next year could also be about $4 billion. So you start adding these billions up, it gets really expensive, okay? But again, let me know what you think a dollar amount should be on the price of freedom. I know what mine is, and there's no dollar amount, but let me know what yours is, okay? All right, so I'm not going to go through this entire article. I will put it in the description section so you can go back and read it, okay? But I clicked on one of these links, okay? I think it was a cutout. Let's see. Cut out about 10,000. Let's see. Okay. Nope, it wasn't that one. I apologize. But it was one of these. But it states it took me to this article on military.com. VA's threat to withhold disability checks over decades. Old separation pay surprises vets. Now, the reason why I'm sharing this is not in relation to the article I just went over. Okay. This pertains to separation pay. Okay. Or severance pay. When you get out of the military and they give you 30, 40,000 and you're looking at that check and be like, oh, I only have to pay a few taxes and I'm gonna get the rest. Be careful because when you go and apply for benefits, the VA has that information and they will withhold. They will withhold your VA compensation. Okay. And a lot of veterans, they are shocked. Now, if it creates a hardship, you could say, hey, you can appeal and say, hey, only take 10% of my 50% or 20% of my 100% until it is paid back. But if you don't appeal it and you're 100% and you get, let's say, $4,000 a month, they're going to withhold that $4,000 a month until they recoup that $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 unless you appeal it. Okay. Read what they send to you in the mail. And what jumped out at me, there's one veteran in 1990, Major Raymond Thomas learned that he was not selected to become a lieutenant colonel, having been passed over twice. He left the Air Force, 17 years, 10 months. For his efforts, received $30,000 in separation pay. More than 30 years later, Thomas now rated 100% disabled by the Department of Veterans Affairs and receiving disability compensation is being asked to pay the federal government back minus taxes. Okay. Wow. It's crazy. At 75 years old, living in a recreational vehicle pulled by a Ford F-450. Man, wait a minute. They make Ford 450s. I thought they only went up to 350. That is an expensive truck. Both paid for with his disability pay. Thomas was stunned by a letter from VA saying his $3,737.85 sounds like he may be a single veteran. Monthly check would not be coming and future payments would be zero out or docketed. I'm going to leave this link in the description section as well because I'm not going to go through all of it. But look at this. more than 30 years later. What's not talked about, did he just receive or apply for benefits? Okay. Because this separation pay should have been taken care of 30 years ago. Okay. So that's a good question. All right. I didn't see it throughout the article. So I'm assuming that he probably just came in not too long ago and applied for benefits, and the VA got it, caught it. So it doesn't matter how long ago you got out and that separation pay, they are going to get that money. Now, keep in mind, if you're currently getting out and you're going to accept separation pay, just keep in mind when you go to VA and you apply for those benefits, they are going to withhold it. So it may not be a bad idea to say, hey, if I get service connected, I did get separation pay because they asked you that on that 526EZ claim, prescribed claim form, right? Just tell them, hey, don't withhold my entire benefits. Only withhold 10% of my benefits and see what they do. Because VSRs, I don't think VSRs handle that. I think they initially do, but it eventually goes to DFAS. Okay. Now, let's just say they don't. And in that notification letter, that's where they're going to show you. And this is a nugget. That's where they're going to show you, hey, this is what we awarded you, $3,750 some dollars. We're going to withhold the same amount and you're going to get zero. You need to not only read it twice and understand it. Also keep reading because they're going to tell you if you disagree what you can do. That is the nugget. A lot of veterans don't even get that far. And you could say, hey, it's myself, my wife, 2 kids. I got out of the military. We don't have a job. We're relying on these funds. It will create a hardship and appeal it. Okay. And ask them, hey, take out $25, take out $200 or 10% or whatever. Okay. But just don't sit there and do nothing if you need these funds. But the thing to remember, when you fill out that VA form 21-526EZ, which is a prescribed claim form, okay, it asks you about separation pay. If you check that box, they are going to go look in and confirm that, yes, you got separation pay and they're going to withhold it. That's what they're supposed to do. So it shouldn't be a shock to you like the veteran that I just shared, okay? So just keep those things in mind. And with that being said, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification button. And as always, don't forget to share this video with your fellow veterans. Thank you.